Hey guys, welcome to another segment of True Reflection. I know it's been a while, but I didn't want to just record a segment just for recording a segment's sake. Anytime that I decide to record a segment, I want it to be something meaningful, something worthwhile, something that is actually worth listening to, and something that is actually relatable, and not only to me being a female, but also to the males. I want to be heard and understood and relatable to everyone. So I apologize for not putting anything out in a couple of weeks. And again, that's because I didn't feel like I had anything meaningful to say. So with that being said, I just want to talk about choices. There is this song on this animation cartoon of Anastasia, the Russian princess. And one of the songs, and there's a line or verse in one of the songs that Anastasia sings, and it's basically said, people always say life is full of choices, but no one ever mentions fear. That is a powerful line to me because, and it stands out to me because it's true. Oftentimes you hear people talk about choices and the decisions that you have to make sometimes during the course of your life. But no one hardly talks about the fear that comes along with making the choices or the decisions that you have to make. There is a genuine fear or a genuine concern because you're uncertain. You're uncertain that the choices that you make, is it going to be the right choice? Or is it going to be the wrong choice? Because every choice, every decision impacts your life in every way, be it a negative way or a positive way. No one hardly talks about the fear of making a decision. And especially when you are a single person, when you are a single parent, especially when you have been in a toxic relationship or in a toxic environment, be it romantic wise, work wise, family wise, you have to make a choice and a decision. Do you stay or do you leave? Do you work it out or do you just fade away? There is a genuine fear when making decisions, and being a single parent, and this is for male or female, to make the conscious decision of opening yourself up to another person, allowing the person the ability to come into your life and touch a part of your life that you have tried to guard because of past experiences. It is scary. It is scary because now you're thinking like, do I really want to give this person another chance? Is this person even worth the chance? Do I want to open myself up to being hurt or giving that person the power and the ability to hurt me the way that my past experiences have hurt me before, past relationships? Family-wise, and this is what I hate, because people always want to throw this whole, that's family, you have to forgive this person. That's your mom, you have to forgive your mom. That's your dad, you have to forgive your dad. That's your sister, that's your brother, that's your aunt, that's your uncle. Oh, that's family. Family is all we have. So regardless of what family do to you, you have to forgive them. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation. Let me just point that out. Because you can forgive a person, but you don't necessarily have to reconcile with this person. And I don't care who this person is. So now you have to make a decision. Are you going to forgive this person and allow this person to get close to you again, to the point of them hurting you the way that they have hurt you again? And this is inclusive of family members. This is inclusive of friendships. Every decision, there is some form of fear attached to it, because you can never be certain. You can only be certain of your actions, but you can never be certain of another person's actions. So that is the fear when you make a decision to do something in regards to another person. You have a genuine fear of that person hurting you again. When it comes to life successes, if you have been working at a job for a number of years and you've always wanted to step out and branch out onto your own and to make your own things happen, there is a genuine fear because you're leaving comfort for discomfort. You are leaving a secured paycheck for a business that you are about to start up, that you are totally and completely uncertain that it's even going to take off the ground and you are going to reap a benefit off that. Again, every decision that you make have some type of fear attached to it, and I cannot stress that enough. But the decision, as far as your life is concerned, as a single parent, especially a single female, it is scary out there. It is scary, especially when you have children, because you have to be so careful of the people that you bring around your children. And then you don't want to be the type of parent that is parading different people, different faces, bringing different energies around your kids on a regular basis. That is simply not healthy. That is simply not healthy. So sometimes as parents, sometimes as parents, you have to make the conscious decision that even though that your happiness matters, your well-being matters, sometimes, just sometimes, or maybe all the times, because if you are a dedicated parent that love your kids, that is a choice and a decision that you make on a daily basis. It is a selfless act, a selfless decision to put your happiness and your well-being aside for the sake of your children. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, you know what, sometimes a child wants to make sure that you're okay, because if you're not okay, then your child is not going to be okay, or your children are not going to be okay, because at the end of the day, your children needs you as the parent, as the adult, to be in a good place, mentally, physically, financially. And I do not disagree with that. Because children, especially at a young age, they look to you for guidance. They feed off of you. So if you are not in a good place mentally, if you're not in a good place physically, if you're not in a good place emotionally, if you're not in a good place financially, it's going to affect your children. Yes, it is. I am completely aware of that fact. But when I say, sometimes you have to put your own well-being aside, it's more so of making a conscious decision of when you meet someone. Because sometimes we can meet people, and on one hand you met person A, and you and person A has been kicking it for a while. Person A, you've brought person A around your kids. Person A is great with your kids. Person A takes your kids out to eat. They, help them with homework. Person A takes on the role of a parent to your kids. And you love that. You love that about person A. But in regards to you, in yourself that there is no future with person A, or that person A doesn't see a future with you, rather. Because you have known person A for so long, and person A has taken the role of a father to your kids. They're playing basketball with your kids, they're doing homework, they're being supportive, they're playing with your kids, and you can see that person A would make an excellent father for your kids. But even though that you and person A have been kicking it for months, maybe even years, it's almost like you're in a situationship with person A, or you're simply dating without a purpose, because person A don't necessarily see you in their future long term, but you have fantasized and you have built a whole future around person A with no indication that is going to evolve into something more. And then whether it's destiny or sheer accident, whatever the reason may be, you meet person B. Person B is not your first choice. Crazy, right? Person B is not your first choice. Yet upon meeting person B is saying to you, you are my wife. I had a dream and a vision about you, and the Lord said to me that you are going to be my wife. But you're not taking person B seriously because you are so fixated on person A. So now you have to make a decision. You have one person that sees you as sex, only as sex, friends with benefits. And then you meet person B that wants more from you. They not only see you as a sexual object for when they need a form of release, but they see you as a friend. They see you as a lover. They see you as a wife or husband. And they see you as a partner. Listen to me. I think I have mentioned this before in one of my other segments. I can't remember which one it was, but men have this saying, that this belief, and there is some truth to it. Definitely, there is some truth to it, that women, upon meeting a guy, automatically knows if he can get it. A female can meet a guy, and within the first few seconds or few minutes, they already know that, I'm gonna give him some. They already know. It is the very same way that a man automatically knows what role a female is going to play in his life upon meeting her. And that is something that I strongly believe. I strongly believe that. A man automatically knows upon meeting a woman if this woman is going to be his wife. He automatically knows upon meeting a female if that female is the type of woman that he knows that he is going to change all of his ways for her without her having to ask or trying to trick him into changing. He automatically knows. So here you are, you have been dealing with person A for months, or you have been dealing with person A for 2 or 3 years. And person A have never shown you any indication that you and he, or you and her, can be more than whatever it is that you two have going on. But you're holding on to something because there is a connection there. There is a connection there, and there is chemistry there. You have a little bit of history there. So person A is your first choice. But then you meet person B, and there is also chemistry there. There is also a little bit of a connection there, but you are fighting it. You don't want to give in to the connection or to the chemistry that you have now developed for person B, because you are so fixated on person A. But person B is telling you, I'm going to make you my wife. And now you have to make a decision. What are you going to do? Are you gonna blow off person B and hold on to hope that person A will eventually come around based on the history and the chemistry and the connection that you two share, that person A is going to somehow miraculously say, hey, you know what, I want us to be more than sexual partners? Because no matter the amount of time that you have spent with person A, the mere fact that person A has never given you any sign, any hope, any indication that there can be something more between you two is because person A is looking for someone better. It's crazy, right? And somehow deep down inside, you know this. You know that person A likes you, but they don't like you like you. They like the benefits that you offer to them. They like the benefits that they can get from you. But you are not someone that they can see themselves being with. So they are passing the time with you until they can meet their perfect someone. And yet you are blowing off person B. Person B, upon meeting you, have already known deep within themselves. They know within their mind has been made up. They know deep down in their heart, and they have said to you, person B have said to you, that I have prayed about you. Person B is telling you that God himself has confirmed to him that you are going to be his wife. But there is static on the line. There is static on the airways, because whatever person B is saying to you, there is static. Even though that you hear what person B is saying, you are not listening to person B because you are so fixated on person A. So now you have to make a choice. You have to make a decision. Am I going to walk away from the person that I have some form of history with? Am I going to walk away from the person that I have invested my time, effort, and energy in, and take that leap of faith with person A? With person B, I'm sorry. Take that leap of faith with person B and see where it goes. Choices, choices, choices. Decisions, decisions. And sometimes we as people can hold on to a dead situation that we know is no good for us. Somehow hoping that a dead situation can come back to life. Even though we have prayed, we have fasted, we have cried our eyes out before God, and we have asked God to please send someone, something, lead me, guide me in the path and the direction that you want me to go, that will be successful not only for me, but for my offsprings and my future. And when the opportunity presents itself, and even though deep down inside Everything inside us is telling us to let go. Let go and trust the path and the direction the Lord have led you on based on what you have asked Him to do. We still make the decision to hold on to a dead situation that is not giving us any life. Who wants to be traveling on a road with no direction? You know? Who wants to be traveling on a road with no destination? Who wants to be in a situation with a person and you don't know for certain where you stand with this person? Actually, you do know where you stand with this person. You do know where you stand. But you are holding on to false hope. You are holding on to nothing, grasping for straws because you so desperately want it to happen. But the Lord is telling you that it's not going to happen. Then you have to be brave enough and strong enough to make the decision to let go, because sometimes the decision to hold on to something can hurt us so much more than letting go. And if you have prayed and fasted and begged and cried to God to give you something better, and that perfect job opportunity comes up, but the job is in another city, in another state, in another country, but everything in your gut, everything in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit is telling you to let go and accept that job. But you are so scared. You are so scared to give up the job that you have been on for 10, 15, 20 years. You are afraid to let go. You want to let the opportunity pass you by. You have been dating a guy, or you have been dating a female without a purpose. And you say, God, please send me a woman that is going to love me for me. You say, God, send me a woman that is not only going to love and accept me, but let this woman also love and accept my kids. As a matter of fact, let this woman that you have for me love my kids and cherish my kids more than she could ever think about loving me or cherishing me. And God has sent this woman in your direction. The Lord has answered your prayer, and the Lord has said to you, this is the woman that you prayed for. She is the one that I have set aside for you. But because you have been dealing with this female, she gave you bomb ass head job on demand. Shit, you don't even have to ask her to give you head. If and when you want it, homegirl is ready to rock your mic. And you love that about her. You don't have to ask her for sex. Her sex drive is like, if it's not higher than yours, it's on the same level as yours, and you love that about her. You and this woman have history. And you have said to this female, look, I want us to be more than what we have going on. And she is giving you the runaround. She's giving you all type of excuses and all type of stories. Or if she's not giving you any excuses or stories, she disappears on you for a few days, maybe a few weeks. She doesn't call, she doesn't text, she doesn't say anything to you. And then she just pops up whenever she wants to. Because you have grown so attached to her. You have history with her. You are comfortable with her. There is a connection you share with her. There is a chemistry that you can't seem to get over with her. So you don't want to let her go. You are doing everything. And mind you, she is good with your kids. She has proven to you that she can be a good mother to your kids. But she is not the woman that God has set for you. She simply isn't. But you are afraid to let her go. You do not want to let her go because you feel that the woman that God has sent your way may not live up to the standards that this other female probably have set. But how would you know if you haven't given it a chance? How would you know what she is capable of mentally or sexually if you have not decided to give her a chance? Because women can be just as toxic, if not more, than men. I'm sorry, ladies. It's a fact. We don't like to admit it, but it's true. Sometimes we women can be way more toxic than these men can be. It's a fact. You have to let her go because she was not the one that you prayed for. Yes, there's history there. Yes, there is chemistry there. Yes, there is a connection there. But she doesn't see herself being with you because she's too busy entertaining other people. And even if she's not entertaining other people, she is still somehow keeping her options open because she feels like she can do better than you. And the same thing goes with the females. This guy is telling you that you are his wife, but you are holding on to the guy that only sees you as a sex toy, sex object. Does he care for you? Of course he cares for you on some levels. Not on the level that you care for him. But there's a little bit of feelings there. Remove the static from the line and make the conscious decision. Even if you don't do it for you, do it for the sake of your children, because you know if you go with option B, that even though option B or person B may not have been your first choice, person B may very well be the best choice. They may not have been the first choice, but they could very well be the best choice, not only for you, but also for your kids. Just think about it for a minute. Just think about it for a minute and release that fear. Release that fear. One of my favorite quotes that I stole from a friend, and my friend refused to tell me where he get it from. And the quote is, everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Because that fear keeps us from making decisions that can be beneficial to us. Fear keeps us from taking risk that can be beneficial to us. Fear keeps us from living our life to the fullest. Everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. So what choice, what decision that you have been meaning to make, what choice, what decision that you have been wanting to make, but fear have been holding you back? Think on it. Pray about it. Allow the Lord to speak to your soul, to your spirit. And when it's time to make a choice, when it's time to make that life-altering decision, please do not allow fear to hold you back and to keep you from making the right choice. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I have been thinking about it, and I know I probably rambled on. I probably rambled on, but I just wanted you guys to think about it. Life is full of choices, but no one mentions the fear. No one talks about the fear that comes along with making those choices, with making these decisions. No one talks about the fear that is connected to it. So again, I ask you, each and every one of you that is listening to this segment, what choice, what decision that you have been meaning to make, that you have been wanting to make, but because of fear, the fear of the outcome, or fear of judgment from others, have kept you from making that choice. Think about it. Go to God and pray about it. Seek His wisdom. Seek His guidance. And let Him lead you to making the right decision without fear. Be blessed, guys.